Talk about the disciples.
No, you came halfway through the conversation.
Now we're sitting from the beginning.
Brother, you can't cut me off every time
I speak. Camera, go ahead.
You can't cut me off every time I speak.
Go ahead.
I listen to you, I give you the chance you're speaking. Although what you said has nothing to do with the conversation. What we're talking about is what makes Christ divine in comparison. And the first point that he brought is Christ forgiving sins. And then I showed him how the disciples, although they forgive sins, they're not divine themselves. And he couldn't provide a symmetry breaker to why Christ forgiving sins makes him divine, and the disciples forgiven doesn't make them divine. Now you brought the point of him being resurrected. Well, you're gonna have to give me the evidence.
I never said point being resurrected. I said he's the resurrection.
You can't keep cutting me off.
No, listen. I said he's the resurrection.
But you can't keep cutting me off.
Changing what I'm saying. You're manipulating.
You can correct me in your own time.
Go ahead.
You can't cut me off.
Okay, wait. Go ahead.
So when I asked you what does it mean when it says under resurrection, you said, that he was unalive and raised back again on the third day. Well, how does that make him Yahweh himself?
It's very simple. First of all, I understand you don't have much knowledge of the Bible.
Please, that's why I'm speaking to you, so you can teach me.
Yeah. So I'll teach you.
Please.
So here's Isaiah 44, verse 6. Thus said the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. I am the first, I am last. There's no God besides me. We have two deities speaking as one. One is the King of Israel, and another was the Redeemer. Why is it important that you understand that? It's because it describes, in Hebrew translation, it says, thus said the Yahweh, the King of Israel, and the Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. Okay, now it's important. It's important because Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, is the one through whom creation came into existence. He's the one who facilitated the whole and everything that you see. Now, what you need to understand that because human being is in a mortal state, meaning part of, listen, don't nudge your head because now you're interrupting, going like this, you're rejecting, you're subconsciously rejecting something which I'm just telling you. I'm taking a mental
note how has nothing to do with the conversation.
So listen, just chill for a moment and just try to understand what I'm saying. So I'm saying to you, since the mortal human being has been put into a mortal state at one point of its existence, then you have a divinity which is incarnated, which says, I am the resurrection for the descendants of Adam. So those who have experienced death, those also prior to Christ's incarnation, and also those after, can understand how to set themselves free from it. And the manifestation of that resurrection is Christ himself.
I got you. So guys, notice how when it comes to this dialogue, I'm very concise with my answer, but for some reason he seems to be giving 3 different points that have nothing to do with the conversation, but I'm still going to respond to them. I'm still going to rebuttal all of them because they have nothing to do with the conversation. So I asked him, well, how does it make him Yahweh because he's resurrected? And his response was, when we go to Isaiah 44 and we look at the prologue of Isaiah, we see that there's 2 Yahwehs being shown in that passage. Well, first of all, you don't have any Jews prior to Christ who looked and read... Oh, damn. Yo, damn, man.
That ain't my beef.
Damn, son. There's a fight going on, guys. There's a fight going on. I think it's the Christians.
Christians, are you kidding me? Before Muslims ever showed up here, there was never police.
Well,
there was never fights. It is the Muslims who always cause problems.
He doesn't even know you.
Always.
You don't even look. It's Christians, right? Yeah.
Do you think
it's 2 Christians, bro?
What do you mean 2 Christians?
The Muslims are breaking them apart.
Let's go
the Muslims are
here.
breaking them apart.
Let's go back to what we're saying. You did not understand the point.
I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So again, if you're good... Okay, wait. Alright, let's try and engage again. So again...
Okay, let's take it slowly, yes? And then,
so I'm going to go point by point.
Gravitate the Quran a little bit. Go ahead.
Please, I would love to...
Excellent. Because you're Muslim, right?
Yes, I'm Muslim.
So I understand why you're contemplating on the beliefs, on the concepts which you don't even believe in.
Yeah, because I'm here to essentially...
Essentially what?
Because I believe Christianity is false, for good reason.
I'm sorry, what?
I believe Christianity is false.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you think Christianity is false?
Right.
Okay, and you think Quran is true?
Yeah, obviously.
You think Quran is true?
Yes. Well, let's finish the conversation.
Yeah, let's finish this point first.
So let's begin first. When it comes to the Isaiah 44,
yeah.
If we don't have a single Jew prior to Christ believing that Isaiah 44 teaches that there's two Yahwehs and God is multi-personal.
Could you
and
please,
that-
all due respect, could you please stop talking fantasies? As you
No,
know,
no,
first
I'm-
disciples were
again,
Jews.
Again,
So why are you saying
again,
this?
wait, I'm saying Jews before Christ, brother. You have to track. Pay attention, please.
No, because there was a Messiah that was awaited. It's
Right.
obvious.
So give me a single record.
Go ahead.
Give me a single record of any Jew that had Messianic expectation of the Messiah being unalived and crucified and rise again on the third day. Give me a single Jew who believed in this before Christ.
So you have that written.
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Because if you try to appeal to the Old Testament, it's not going to help you. The very thing in question is the Old Testament. Who read the Old Testament as a Jew and came to the conclusion that the Messiah is supposed to come, be unalived for our sins, and rise again on the third day? There is no record of that, which means it makes your interpretation not likely.
first of all-
Brother, let me finish.
I understand your point,
No,
but
no,
go
no,
ahead.
you have
go
to
ahead.
let me finish.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
If your interpretation is likely the correct interpretation, we would expect Jews before Christ to reflect that belief. Since there is no Jews that reflects that belief, it means that your interpretation is unlikely and therefore can just be rejected prima facie, because there's nothing that compels the reader to read Isaiah 40 to 44 to be nothing more than the This guy said he was going to leave. The remnant Israel. The remnant righteous Israel. So again, give me a single evidence of the Jews, please, so I can move on.
Of course, it's written. First of all, you have, and then again, the book of, book of Isaiah.
That's the very thing in question. That's what I thought. That's what I said.
Do you
Who
know
read,
the book of Isaiah?
I know Isaiah. I know the
You
book of
read
Isaiah.
it?
Yes, Isaiah 42,
When
Isaiah
it
44.
speak- and you know when it
so
speaks
which,
about the-
which Jew read that and believed, hey guys, the Messiah is going to be unalived for our sins? Which Jew?
Listen.
None.
No, whoa. First of all, you cannot. This is manipulative way of thinking. I tell you why. Because we know very well that Jews from the beginning, they rejected first the covenant was broken because of the disobedience. When
All
Moses
Jews did?
broke- So it is very one of, huh?
Did all Jews did?
Most, yes, they turned away.
So who was the righteous remnant?
Huh?
Who was the righteous remnant of Israel? Who was that?
What do you mean?
Did all the Jews
Of course
reject
not.
the
All, but I'm saying those who were leaders,
Okay,
they
good.
walked away and the covenant was broken. It was enough. Those who have caused first the covenant to be broken are the ones who are responsible for that event. Leaving that aside, and also don't forget, it is written in the book of Isaiah that the one would be pierced for our transgression.
So which Jew
You
understood
have
it that way?
huh?
No Jew understood it that way, right? No Jew before Christ understood it. Hey guys, when it says he speaks for our transgression, that this means the Messiah is
There
going.
was, do you know who spoke about it? Actually, Jesus himself.
That's begging the question. Again,
Go
that's
ahead.
begging the question. You know what begging the
Yes.
question means?
Go ahead.
You don't
Right.
know?
No,
Okay.
go ahead.
So there is no Jew before Christ who read the book of Isaiah and came to the same conclusion that you did, right?
Of course they did.
Who?
All the Jews that understood one thing.
Where's the
No,
evidence
I
for
tell
that?
you. I tell you. I don't mind sharing that with you. Which shows you that if
Give me the
Islam
evidence,
is
please. I
false.
want
Yeah,
evidence.
sure. First of all, do you understand what's the difference? For you to understand this, let's differentiate one thing.
Okay.
Do you understand that the Jews had many messiahs, yes?
I understand.
Okay,
They
yeah.
had messiahs and the Messiah.
Yeah.
So
And who's the Messiah?
the Messiah is the person supposed to redeem them. But again,
No. Listen.
Again,
Don't talk automatically.
but-
Who is the
no,
Messiah?
you're not going to abandon the truth. Give me the evidence first, please. I want the
I
evidence.
just told you.
No, you asked me a
I'm
question.
trying to show you because you refer to the Jews. Let me tell you.
Give me the evidence.
The
No, can you show me
Messiah.
evidence?
The Messiah. Yes, listen. Just listen. I know
me
those things. The Messiah is the one who is the one of the kingdom of God.
Show me the evidence of the Jews believing that before Christ.
Oh, you can ask any Jew. They don't believe that.
I want evidence from you.
Well,
Please.
get a Jew. I'm not a Jew. I'm just telling you.
So
Listen,
he
I've
doesn't have
studied those
evidence.
things a long time ago.
No evidence,
So
right?
listen. That's why it's called the King Messiah. But it's not a king of this world. It's the king of the kingdom of God.
No evidence.
That's the first thing. So the Jews knew, and of course today the Jews, modern Israelis, they misinterpret that. They think the Messiah is
So all
somebody
the
who's
Jews got it wrong, right? No Jew understood what the
No,
Isaiah said.
those who tend to be Christian, they understood
Before
correctly.
Christ, anyone understood it? No.
Before there was no Messiah. Messiah did
So
not arrive.
nobody before
Christ's event is
understood the book of
arrival.
Isaiah.
Now, that's the whole concept of the Christ event. Those who understood that the divine has entered the world and those who rejected, like the Muslims.
Let me ask you a question.
No,
Let me ask you one question.
hold on. Now I'm going to ask you a question. You ask me a question, I'm going to ask you a question. Here's a very simple question. So please tell me, all I'm going to ask you, say you're a Muslim, yes? Okay. So here I'm going to quote you, and you're going to have camera, the floor is yours. I'm going to quote you Quran, surah from Quran. I love that you're laughing, that's wonderful. And you explain to me from the beginning. Here's what Allah says. Oh Iblis, why won't you bow down to my creation which I've made with my two hands? Floor is yours. Go ahead.
What was the question?
No, elaborate.
No, what's the question?
Okay, you don't hear it?
No,
You don't
You
think?
quoted a verse.
Here's about 20 questions it is. For question 1, why would Allah ask question? 2, Allah has 2 hands. 3, didn't he know that Iblis would disobey?
Does Yahweh not ask questions in the Bible?
Listen. We're not talking about
Pull
Yahweh.
up, pull up.
Whoa, dude.
Yahweh doesn't ask
You're a
questions in the Bible.
Muslim.
Pull up.
You're Muslim. So I'm asking a question. Why Allah would ask question? Okay. Why Allah would ask question? That's one. Why was Iblis among the angels?
Let's do one by one.
Hold on.
No, let's do one by one. You're not going to
No. You ask, I told you there are 20 questions that you don't listen.
Again,
Do
one
you know
by
why?
one. Do you want me to remember 20
Do you know why?
I want to address the question.
You don't think properly. I tell you why.
Yeah.
I told you the floor is yours.
Yeah. And
you
didn't give a question.
rejected.
Brother, you're terrible
You
at debating.
rejected. Listen. So here's the question. Here are the questions. Why was Iblis among
One
the
by
angels?
one. We're going to go one by one.
Okay. Question
One
number
by
one.
one, okay?
Okay. So you do require to go slow. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course.
Question
wait.
number 1.
Does he think he's going to shotgun?
Why was
Brother,
Iblis among the angels? Go ahead.
No, that was
when
that
the
was the
angels
first
were
question.
summoned.
No.
Let's go from the beginning.
That wasn't the first question.
You should have love for your Quran.
Hey, brother, do you want to speak or you're going to just...
No, go ahead.
You like to hear your own
You
voice?
see, I know those things.
Brother, do you like to hear your own voice?
Go ahead.
So, guys...
Why Iblis would ask a question?
Hey, brother,
Go ahead.
I'm answering.
Yeah.
So just as we saw, he saw that the pressure was too much to adjust the argument regarding Isaiah, that he had to shift...
No.
Hey, brother, calm down. Calm
Go
down.
ahead.
That he had to shift the entire discussion about Islam. Obviously, I have no issue with discussing Islam, discussing the Quran, so on and so forth. Did you get it, by the way?
Genesis 3:9.
So...
Wait, I'm sorry, which one?
Wait, brother, wait. Wait,
Go ahead,
brother.
go ahead.
I'll cook you slow.
Yeah.
Nice and slow.
So what do you think? Go
So
ahead.
the question that I asked him was, which Jew before Christ interpreted Isaiah the same way that he did, and he didn't give no evidence, which makes his interpretation improbable because nobody understood it that way. So that was the response, and he didn't give evidence. So we're done with that. His
No,
next
we're not done with it.
Hey, brother, you moved
Go
to the Quran. What are you doing?
Go ahead.
So let me finish.
Yeah.
His second argument was, hold on, let's now move to the Quran. Well, why does Allah ask questions when He speaks to Iblis? Well, if He has issues with God asking questions and He thinks that implies lack of knowledge, why do we have here in the Bible?
Well, forget about the Bible. We're talking about Quran. Look what you're doing.
Hey, brother, stop talking.
Look what no.
He's in panic.
He's afraid. As a Muslim, you're afraid to speak about Allah. You're supposed to love Allah.
I'm responding.
Why Allah? Forget about. Listen.
No,
You
I'm
said
gonna respond.
here on camera. You said
So
that you
in
believe the Bible is
Genesis
corrupted,
3:9,
right?
Yahweh
You said
no, it's not corrupted.
You
It's
said
not corrupted.
you said that the Bible is
in Genesis
corrupted.
3:9,
Let's go to
it
the
says,
pure book.
And the Lord God called unto Adam, said unto him, Where art thou? Yahweh says,
There
Where
you
is
go.
that? Hey, brother.
How is that relevant
brother, stop
to
panicking.
Quran?
Stop panicking. I'm about to respond.
How is that relevant to
Stop
Quran?
panicking. You're shaking.
No,
Calm
I want to have fun, and you don't want to have
No,
fun.
I want to have fun. Trust
So
me.
let's talk.
Calm
Why
down.
Allah? Forget about Bible.
No.
You don't believe you said Bible on
No, it's not
camera?
corrupted. It's not
On
corrupted.
camera, you said the Bible is corrupted.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so if you think so,
But I'm gonna
let's go
respond.
to pure book, which you think is a pure book, which is
So,
nothing more
again,
than Gnostic
Genesis
Christianity.
3:9
There you go
says
again.
that Yahweh said, Where is Adam? Obviously, that does not imply that God lacks knowledge. God is asking this question, and it doesn't imply lack of knowledge. God is conveying a message. So the answer to
So
you,
you
hey
have
brother,
to-
stop talking. Stop talking.
You got to rely on the Bible to answer about the Quran.
Brother, if you're going to interrupt me every time I speak, it shows your weakness, not my weakness.
No, actually I'm laughing because you
Are
didn't
wait,
make any
are
point yet.
are your arguments good?
Now listen.
Is your argument
No,
good?
no, with all due respect, you don't even know Quran.
With all
First
due-
of all, I told you
with-
the floor was yours.
And clearly not,
You're
because you keep interrupting me.
supposed to take it.
Brother.
So let me
clearly
show
not.
you how to do it, okay?
No. You're gonna wait for me to finish, and you're not gonna talk
Okay,
because
go
you
ahead,
know you
go
know I'm gonna decimate you, and
No,
it's fine,
no,
brother.
you
Calm
won't.
down.
Listen.
Calm back.
No.
Do you want to let me speak?
Speak as a Muslim. Go ahead.
Good.
As
the-
a Muslim.
So the response is, God asking questions doesn't entail that He lacks knowledge. This is a rhetorical usage to convey a message. That's the response. Now let me finish.
Go ahead.
So now, if he's gonna hold that God asking questions means He lacks knowledge, then we must run a consistency argument. I'm gonna ask him a question and watch how he's not gonna answer it. The question is very simple. When God in Genesis 3:9 says that where art thou to Adam, does that mean that he lacks knowledge? Yes or no?
Listen. Of course, that doesn't mean that. That's not the same thing. Because you're talking about Quran. You said camera that the Bible is corrupted. I'm not going to say yes or no what I'm saying to you as a Muslim. I'm
You're the
asking you,
answer.
Listen, let's have a proper conversation and try to think for a moment. I ask you a simple question. Allah said to Iblis, "Oh Iblis, why won't you bow down to my creation which I made my two hands?" So Allah has hands. Let's leave that aside that Allah has hands because He said He has hands in His own words. So my question to you is this. Please tell me why according to Quran, don't be really disrespectful. So why would Allah had to ask that question?
Let's do the last question because there's some people I want to speak to.
Okay.
Why does Allah?
Yeah, why Allah would have to ask this question? Tell me, please.
Yeah, good. God is conveying a message, right, to Iblis. He's challenging his thought regarding not bowing down to the creation because Iblis revoked God and said that he is higher than Adam because he's created from fire while Adam is only created from clay. So God is invoking his chain of thought to rebuke him of that because Iblis is not greater than Adam just merely because he's made of fire. That's the answer. Do you have a response?
Of course I have a response because I'm so with respect you're talking pure nonsense.
Yeah,
Why are you talking
I already
nonsense?
got my clip anyway. So
okay, you're talking about nonsense. You can edit later if you want.
Yeah.
Because first of all, only angels were summoned. This is, I told you the floor was yours. You don't know your Quran. You should know that the angels were summoned to prostrate in front of Adam. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong?
What would you say, brother?
Am I right that only angels were summoned to bow down in front of Adam? Yes or no?
No, angels and Satan was
No! Stop blaspheming against Quran. Only angels were summoned. Only angels were summoned. Go ahead. Help him out because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Who was summoned to bow down? Who was summoned? Who was summoned? Who was summoned to bow down? Who was summoned to bow down in front of, according to Quran, who was summoned to bow down in front of God's creation?
So, God, and please don't interrupt me.
Answer the question.
Please don't interrupt me.
Answer the question.
In panic mode. I'm going to answer, and this is the last question I'm going to ask because I want to go.
One word. Who was summoned? One word.
Hey, brother, stop panicking.
One word. Who was summoned?
God in the Quran told the angels and Satan.
Never said Satan. Liar. Like every Muslim, you're a liar. Only angels were summoned. Look it up and show it to me. And I apologize.
Says,
only angels were summoned. And it says, and Quran says, and Iblis was among them. Is Iblis an angel?
I got you, brother. You asked for the verse, so I'm going to get you the verse.
Is Iblis an angel?
Hey, brother, I got you.
Just answer the question.
Again,
you're unable to answer this. You're silent now. You've been cooked. Answer the damn question. Is Iblis an angel?
If you keep shouting over me, I can't speak.
But even if I ask you to say something one word, you go off.
No.
Answer, is Iblis an angel?
Look, brother, I know the pressure's too much.
I know Quran, so answer my question.
But you need to relax.
I'm told you relax.
Clearly not.
You're shaking. Your arrogance.
You're moving your hands.
Your arrogance shows that you don't even know Quran well. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sounds
go ahead.
good.
Go ahead.
So
Let the boy.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that He commanded both the angels.
Lies.
Hey, brother,
go ahead.
Like, what are you doing?
You're blaspheming against Allah and Quran. That is a sin. That's a shirk for which you're going to experience hell. And no, it doesn't say anywhere. Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. Which verse you have?
It's 11, right? This one?
He doesn't even know Quran.
Here we go.
He has to read it from the phone.
Chapter 7 of Quran, verse number 11, it says, surely we created you, then shaped you, then said to the angels, prostrate before Adam.
Thank you.
So hey, brother, calm down. So they all did, but not Iblis, who refused to prostrate with the others.
Thank you.
Hey, brother, let me finish.
I just showed you, you're a liar.
Hey, brother,
you're a liar, and all the Muslims who are religious should see him as a liar and a blasphemer.
Brother, calm down.
Go ahead.
It says that Iblis refused. In order for there to be a refusal, there has to be an invitation. So now let me ask a question. Can somebody refuse something without there being an invitation?
Listen.
Yes or no?
Listen. Here's the liar and the blasphemer to you.
Answer the question.
The answer is in the Quran.
Answer the question.
The angels were summoned to bow prostrate in front of God's creation.
Did I ever hear the question?
Angels.
The question.
I'm answering. And Iblis was among them. My Iblis, according to Quran, is not an angel. And we know it because that's what it says in Surah, I think 18.
Very good.
Actually, is Iblis.
Now, I'm going to respond to you now. Calm
down.
When
he speaks, no, you calm down because you're talking nonsense about your
brother,
own book.
You're going on and on.
Camera saying that again, he was commanded and approved you to be wrong.
Thank you so much. So now
you're welcome.
I'm about to answer you now. His argument is is because the Quran doesn't explicitly say that God commanded Iblis, that this negates Allah of commanding him. And if you notice, the question that I asked him was, can there be a refusal without an invitation? He didn't answer it, because if he knows the answer, he's done. So I'm going to ask you one more time, and watch everyone pay attention.
Yeah.
Can there be refusal without an invitation, yes or no?
Of course, it was not a question of invitation. It was a question of, here's the answer,
So
listen.
yes or no?
Listen, here's your answer.
No answer.
There's a question, the answer is an intent. Because Allah took angels as the witnesses.
So where's the answer,
Because
yes or no?
listen, so you can learn about your own book and about Islam. So I'm teaching about Islam. So Allah took angels as the witnesses to show that Iblis will not bow down.
So you
And
know
the
what's the answer to
pronouncement,
question? The question is very simple.
No,
Can
because
there be refusal
you
without
see,
invitation?
no,
You
now
don't answer the
you're
question.
interrupting. Now
So
you're
where's the answer to
interrupting.
my question?
And I'm going to now
So
show
yes or no?
you.
Which one
It's
is
not a
it?
question of invitation.
So
It was
no,
a question of collusion. Because
Yes, analytically, yes.
it's because
But-
it doesn't say anywhere that was invited. It was never that was invited. Just like in the army, orders are taken to the T, the same way it was the angels who were summoned to prostrate in front of Adam.
So can you answer
No
my question?
jinns, not a single jinn was. Now, the question is why Allah decided to allow Iblis being among them, and I tell you why.
No.
Because
We're
it's
not
an
gonna move on.
authority
We're gonna stay
that
here.
Allah gave to Iblis on earth.
So again-
where do we hold on? Where do we
brother,
find
you're waffling.
the authority? Where do we
Why
find the
shouting?
authority?
I can shout too,
Now
you
listen,
know.
listen.
I don't need to
I
shout.
love Quran. It's so funny
Again,
because it's not
again,
Christianity.
Track.
Okay.
I asked you
Point of
one
interest.
question and he didn't want
Point
to
of
answer.
interest.
Brother,
Do you
answer
know?
the question. No. There's
Okay,
no point of
go
interest.
ahead, go ahead,
There's
go ahead.
you answering questions.
Go ahead.
Because if you don't answer questions, you can't
Go
move
ahead.
forward.
Go ahead.
Pay
go ahead.
attention.
No, I totally pay attention.
Your argument is
Yeah.
because Allah doesn't say that He commanded Iblis, because He doesn't say it, that means He didn't do it. That's your
They
argument.
do what?
Command Him. Now, pay attention.
He didn't command anywhere.
Brother, stop talking.
Nowhere in Quran. Go ahead.
Stop talking. So if Satan refuses,
Yeah.
if he refuses, that means that he must have been invited. So I'm asking you the question. Can there be a refusal without an invitation, yes or no?
What the refusal has to do with, no, all due respect, what the refusal has to do with invitation.
Yeah, I showed
What
you
the
this.
refusal has to do with invitation. I just told you,
Hey, brother.
Iblis was not,
Hey,
listen,
hey, brother.
don't be afraid. Wait,
No,
last thing.
I'm so afraid.
Close the
I'm so
argument.
afraid. I'm so
I know you're
scared.
afraid. Do you know that this
you.
dialogue,
No.
do you know this dialogue is from Book of Bartholomew?
Brother,
Do you know
thanks,
that?
I'm done.
Do you know that?
Please,
Do you know that
please.
this dialogue
I'm done
is
speaking
from
to you.
Book of Bartholomew,
So,
which is
I
about
need everyone to pay attention.
300
clearly
AD.
scared
300
because he
AD.
knows- Hey,
This
brother,
book,
calm
Quran.
down.
Now listen, because you got to know this, because I'm teaching about Quran.
Khalas, you can-
I'm teaching about Quran. Don't be afraid. It is
I wanna go with
Gnostic
Shamsuddin, bro.
Christianity. You understand that? It's a
khalas.
Gnostic Christianity. This dialogue
Hey, brother,
has been